Hey everyone, welcome. So I'm here on the League of Legends client, and next to me is my mother. What we're going to do is we're going to go through the champions, at least some of them, and I'm going to ask her what she would name the champion and what ability she would give it. Now, even though you can see it, I have the names blotted out along with their current abilities that the Riot developers have given each champion. So she has no idea what their actual name is and what abilities they have. So I'm going to hand the microphone off to her, and then we'll get started. So what do you think of this champion? Like, what do you think his name is? What abilities would you give him?
I would name him Massive Sword Wielder.
Okay. And what abilities would Massive Sword Wielder have?
Well, he sort of reminds me of my math teacher in the 5th grade, so I'm going to say he's really good at math and folding space and time. And, of course, direct hits with the sword would, cause ripples in time. And he's able to go back 10 seconds and alter things.
All right. Well, so his actual name is Aatrox, the Darkened Blade.
Oh, well, it had to do with the blade, so Aatrox, huh? Okay.
And his abilities have nothing to do with math and folding space and time. All right.
Okay. All right.
All right. What would you call this champion?
Oh.
Name and a title.
Um. Wow. Let's see. Um. Valentine. Valentine Cat.
Okay. Okay. What abilities would you give a Valentine Cat?
Valentine Cat has the power to read your mind and to walk away from trouble because that's how cats are. They can just so she can walk away from trouble without having anything affect her. But if she does get in a fight, she has those major league claws so she can disembowel people really fast and easy. And let's see. And she's able to, she can't really fly, but she can actually climb and do acts of agility that are like a cat.
All right. Well, this champion's name is Ari, the nine-tailed fox.
Oh.
All right. Moving on to the third champion.
Okay.
All right. What would you call this champion, and what abilities would she have?
Oh. She's got katanas going on or something, and then let's see. Her clothes remind me because they're slightly green. They remind me of the Green Lantern. Um. I'm gonna say I'd call her the Shamrock Surprise.
Shamrock Surprise.
Yeah.
Okay. And what abilities would the Shamrock Surprise have?
She has the ability to tell her swords, not just swing them, but tell them in her mind where she wants them to go so she never misses. She also has the ability to create weaponry using her mind that is indestructible, except when other people pick it up, then it falls to dust. And she can also make the ground turn to quicksand under her opponent's feet. And let's see. She has her face covered because if she wants to kill you with one blast without listening to you or taking you as a prisoner, she can like make a sound with her mouth that's like a laser beam.
Okay, so her real name is Akali, the Fist of Shadow.
Oh. I'm not very close on any of these, am I?
No. Well, this is why we're getting what you would name them and their abilities. Alright, moving on to the next champion. Here's a different one for you. Alright. What would you name this
Holy
champion?
cow!
What would you name this champion and what abilities would you give him?
This would be, I'm not sure if I'm saying the name right, Beelzebub.
Beelzebub?
Beelzebub. This would be Beelzebub.
Alright, this is Beelzebub, and what abilities would you give Beelzebub?
Beelzebub has only power over people who are evil and naughty in the first place. And so those people, he can make them do whatever he wants. Then the people who are good people are the only ones that can chain him up. But when he's chained up, he still has power over evil people with his mind and can still control them and tell them to do stuff. But I'm going to say twice a year, he has to do the bidding of the good people. And so twice a year, like on Christmas and Easter, he has to only do what the good people tell him to do. And they usually use him to wipe out all the bad people those 2 times a year. And so, and then the other thing he's good for is he's really, really strong. So they use him to open doors for little old ladies on Christmas.
Okay. So this guy's name is Alistar, and he's the Minotaur.
Okay.
All right. So going on to the next champion.
Okay.
All right. What would you call this champion?
Oh, he's kind of cute.
and what would you call this champion? And what 4 abilities would you give this champion?
I'd call him Marvin. And I would say...
Is that a reference to Hitchhiker's Guide?
Yes, it is. And he can suck the life out of, the happiness out of everything and everyone around him. And he can make you, if you have more than one life, with his magic, he can take you down to 1 life and so that you don't have any lives more than 1. You have to start over from the very, very, very beginning. So you can't save stuff. And he also ponders the universe. And so he is really, really good at causing paradoxes so that when you kill other opponents, every time you make them lose health, you lose health too. And then last but not least, he's a mama's boy. So he's always in search of his mom. So if you are, if he suspects you, like he's really brutal to men, but if you are a woman and he thinks you're a mom, then he lets you go.
Alright, well, this champion is called Amumu, the Sad Mummy.
Uh-huh.
Alright, going on to the next one. Alright. What would you call this champion?
Oh, this is a champion for winners.
Alright.
Yeah.
And what four abilities once you name this champion, what four abilities would you give this champion?
He has the ability to make anything fly or levitate, no matter how heavy. He also has
So it's a boy then.
Huh?
So it's a boy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he.
But what's the champion's name?
Oh. I'll think of that in a second. And he also has the ability to freeze anything, like solid, like an ice cube. And he has the ability to, like, if you're an evil dude and you have a laser blast coming out of your mouth, he can freeze the laser blast coming out of your mouth. And the only way he can die is if the temperature raises above 90 degrees. And during the equinox, he has like the more powers than anybody else. And his name is Ice Charger.
Okay, well, Ice Charger's real name is Anivia the Cryo Phoenix, and it's a female.
Okay.
Alright, going on to the next champion. We're gonna do 6 more. Alright, what would you name this champion?
The girl or the thing standing next to her?
The girl.
Oh.
And what 4 abilities would you give this girl?
This is Muriel.
Alright, Muriel. And what 4 abilities does she have?
And Muriel is a daughter of some of the Greek gods, like Zeus and somebody.
Okay, so what abilities does she have? What 4 abilities?
She can throw fire. She can make inanimate objects like her teddy bear kill you. She can... she's really like a gymnast, so she can like kick really high and spin really fast and eliminate people that way. And she's super calculating, so she can like line up places so that there's vortexes so that you can get sucked in if you enter them in the wrong time of the day.
Alright, well, her real name is Annie, the Dark Child. And I will say that you were right, that she can make her teddy bear kill people.
Ha ha!
Alright, so the next champion. What would you call this champion? What name would you give her? And then what 4 abilities?
She reminds me of the elves on Lord of the Rings. She's obviously a good shot with a bow. It's like Hawkeye. Obviously these girls don't need a lot of clothes, so they must generate a lot of calories to keep warm. So she works from far away like the moon, and she can shoot people.
You still haven't given her a name. What's her name?
Nivara.
Nivara.
It means she has white hair.
Okay, and what is Nivara's 4 abilities?
She can kill people from the moon from long distance with her bow. She can escape any hold after 5 seconds. She can produce lightning by striking the ground around something. that can ensnare her opponents, and she I don't know. They put her on a label. They could sell a lot of shampoo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, that's what you want to call her. Her real name is Ash the Frost Archer. Now, one of her abilities does let her kill people sometimes from far across the map. Alright, move on to the next champion. Alright, what would you call this champion? And what abilities would you give him? What 4 abilities?
His legs are bent weird. And you can't see his face. Okay. Narcero is his name.
Okay, Narcero. And what
Because he's
4
in love with
abilities?
himself.
What 4 abilities would Narcero, who's in love with himself, have? What 4 abilities?
He can kill you with a smile. But only if you smile back. He has the ability to turn sand into gold. He can also turn people into gold. He can create weapons out of thin air if he's close to water, and that's it.
Okay, well, this guy's actual name is Azir, the Emperor of the Sands.
Okay.
Alright, going to the next one.
Oh.
We got 3 more. Alright, what would you call this one? What would you name him, and what 4 abilities would you have?
AI Skull.
AI Skull? Okay, so what 4 abilities would AI Skull have?
He can crush you with his arm, with his hand. He can run without getting tired. He can fly into he can create tornadoes when he flies and suck his opponents away. And he can analyze you and create someone just like you, but that is the opposite behavior of you.
Alright, well, this guy's name is Blitzcrank, the Great Steam Golem. I will say a couple of your abilities are actually kind of close to his, such as Power Fist. He shoots his hand out and he grabs you and pulls you to him. And he has another ability called Overdrive that makes him run really fast. Alright, 2 more. Alright, what would you call this champion? And what 4 abilities would you give him?
His name is Tabasco.
Tabasco. Okay, what 4 abilities would Tabasco have?
He has the ability to make stocks rise because he owns stock in clothing because he goes through them so often by starting on fire. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. So he actually can vaporize anything down to dust, down to ash, and then reform it to make a new item. He has the ability to bring out the worst in everybody, but when he works with somebody that's super, super kind, it causes his flames go out. And his main strength is when he works in conjunction with somebody that can fly, he can make fire spread really rapidly over areas.
Alright, Well, this champion's name, Tabasco, is really Brand, the Burning Vengeance. Alright, the last champion that we're going to have you look at today. Okay, what would you name this guy? And what 4 abilities would you give him?
This is Mr. Plumpness.
Mr. Plumpness. Okay, so you're naming this champion Mr. Plumpness.
After our cat who had the same mustache.
Okay. What 4 abilities would Mr. Plumpness have?
Mr. Plumpness is good at building things, and he's also good at digging, and he's really good at setting traps, and he's an explorer, and he's also really good at locating treasures and minerals so that he can make stuff and sell stuff. And also, Mr. Plumpness has a great laugh, and he can restore anybody's health that's on his team with his laughter.
Okay, well, this champion's name is Braum, the heart of the Freljord. Okay, well, that's all we've got for today. We'll do some more a little later, but thank you for your input and letting us know what you thought these champions' names are and what abilities they have.
And if anybody wants me to help them name their characters, I'll be happy to help them.
I'll be sure the viewers will keep that in mind. Thank you.